Before we get into it, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Long video.
The first time I stole someone's watch off without them knowing, I was about 14
Okay, I'll bite. I actually like this sort of stuff. We'll see.
years old.
Maybe it's
the last time I did it was, I don't know, I would say 20 minutes ago, Fumi, when I was talking to you.
Yoink.
That's yours. My name is Ben Seidman. I'm a sleight of hand expert. I use psychological magic and pickpocketing to create amazing moments for people. Today, we're going to be breaking down sleight of hand and pickpocketing in film and TV. Ocean's 8.
Follow the queen, live your dream, but don't sleep. Don't sleep, because she might disappear. Saw that? Sweet, right? Yeah. She came back, though. She likes it.
If you have someone running a con game like the Card Monty, they would never do a magic trick to start off. She makes that card disappear using a back palm vanish. I don't mind tipping that because they actually show how it works in the clip. They kind of reveal it. But you'd never actually do this in real life. If you're running a con game, you wouldn't reveal the fact that you can do sleight of hand. It's a little like standing in line at the bank and just loudly going, "So I've been watching YouTube videos on how to crack safes. Am I next?"
And we're following the queen. Where's she at?
The Card Monty is one of the oldest con games that we know of. It uses 3 cards. One of them you want to keep your eye on, that's the Queen of Spades. And then the other indifferent cards are usually matching. So the idea is keep your eye on the Queen of Spades. Ignore the red ones, just watch the Queen.
This is sort of Soda Pop and sort of knows this trick.
And you probably think it's right there, right? On the table, right there? Oh, in my hand, you think it's right here?
Gotti.
Yeah, that's why you never want to play this game for money. People always think that the Card Monty is based entirely on sleight of hand. That's a common misconception. It's actually based more on psychological pressures. There's conditioning. Every time the operator, that's the person who's tossing the game, throws the cards, for the first bunch of times you see it happen, they're actually throwing the game straight. The money card does land where you think it is. So they're piquing interest, but they're working with a whole team of people in almost every scenario. So the mark, that's the victim who's about to get taken advantage of.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Will notice the action, come over, see other people winning. That's where FOMO kicks in. And then there's a little bit of Dunning-Kruger, because as you watch this game played, you start to think, oh, I understand how this works. I can beat it. And then, right when you place a big bet, that's when the sleight of hand takes place. Even if you guess the correct one, someone's gonna put more money on a different one. You'd never wanna play this game on the street. You literally cannot win.
There's no hard feelings. And you're a real one, you know?
You'd play it if it's fun, though. You can just do a small little bet if you just think you can outsmart them. But
also steals the Mark's watch at the end, just immediately has it in her hand. It's a little fast for a real pickpocketing steal. If you're running a Card Monty scam, you're also probably not pickpocketing because all of the focus is on you. So even though Aquafina is hilarious and does a great job, I don't feel like the direction of the scene really matches a real life con. My Cousin Vinnie.
He showed you they got straight sides.
Kind of funny how.
They got the right shape. He showed them to you in a very special way, so that they appear to have everything a brick should have.
I love the fact
that is definitely 2 cards he's holding.
They did this without any camera cuts. You see one card, and then he's talking.
Card. His whole case is an illusion, a magic trick. It has to be an illusion, because you're innocent.
And then it changes to another card. We don't cut away. The camera stays on him the entire time. Joe Pesci just nails that.
He drops it, right? Hold on, let me try to guess what he does. I think...
It has to be an illusion. Illusion. Hope.
One card, and then he's talking.
Card. His whole case.
Right there. He's holding 2 cards, and right there, he drops the front card. Boom! Solved it.
Is an illusion, a magic trick. It has to be an illusion, because you're innocent.
And then it changes to another card. We don't cut away. The camera stays on him the entire time. Joe Pesci just nails that. That's about as good a demonstration of sleight of hand that you're going to see from a non-magician. The fact that the narrative works in tandem with the sleight of hand also really helps hide the method, because your brain...
Chat, do this in real life. People talk, but people's not talking.
...is attracted to what he's saying, and I just think it's
hear
fantastic.
It fall?
There's literally thousands of ways to change one card into another. There are volumes of magic literature written about this specific topic. In fact, there's probably more books on magic and sleight of hand than there are any other performance art in the world. A simple card change that you can learn involves taking the bottom card, the King of Hearts, and then
That's not a bottom
changing
card.
it to a different card. You're essentially doing what's called a second deal. My buddy Sal Piacente covered this in his VF review on card cheating. The top card stays where it is, like this. So I'm dealing that second card, but I'm doing that same thing from the bottom.
That's so nice.
If you want to learn how to do
Smooth.
this, get a deck of cards, hold it in your hand in mechanics grip. This is how dealers would deal a game of cards. And what you do is you come in, you show this card, you come in, and you push that bottom card out just a little bit, and you take that second card and set it on the table.
What's the
And
chopstick
That's
trick?
called the glide.
Oh.
Once again, you take that bottom card apparently, but you're taking the second one. This
Summer, 27 months. What's up? Welcome back.
requires practice. Most card changes
How
are
to scam.
designed for a real life environment, for a live performance. If you're sitting in front of me, I could set down a card, the 3 of clubs, have this in my hand, talk to you, distract you, put my hand on your shoulder, take your attention off of it. I could literally do this, switch the cards, and in a live environment, you're not gonna see it. On camera, of course, that looks terrible. We see the entire picture, and so we see that happen. When you're designing magic for TV, you want everything to be burnable.
All right, next.
That you don't know shit. What you see, what you hear.
Is he gonna put it back together?
Is what it seems.
Classic.
Al Pacino, you're the greatest of all time, but I feel like you were led astray. That really should look much better. We literally see him rip up a newspaper, and then we cut away, and then we cut back, and he opens up a different newspaper. I don't see the trick here. I think it's safe to say that nobody on set knew how to do this.
What movie is this? The Recruit. You haven't seen it either.
It's a trick. You have to at least see the pieces of the newspaper in the same shot before the restoration happens. The restoration is the moment that something broken is put back together. Otherwise, it's just not gonna be impressive at all. The take.
Walk up to me and steal my wallet.
It's the guy from The Thing.
I mean, it's ridiculous. I wouldn't have a guy come up to me in the street and ask me to steal his wallet. It doesn't work like that.
Just do it.
You already did it.
I'd walk up to the guy, avoid eye contact, step to the side, look him in the eye, and then I'd be gone.
Still there.
But the money's gone. See, I took the wallet the first time, then put it back the second, only without the money.
Wow, that steal happens quickly. Is it possible? Yes. Is it plausible? Especially doing it twice in a row under repeat scrutiny, that's a little dicey, although I'm not gonna say it can't be done. It would probably take a little more direction of attention than he did. If the wallet's laying in bed, they call it, it means that the wallet's
Wait, but these are two different movies. They fucked up here. Now I don't know which one's The Recruit.
tilted to the side or it's laying down. That wallet would have had to be in the perfect position. There was very little fanning where he touches his body. He just went right in and right out.
Fanning.
You didn't see him kick the poke at all, hitting the person's jacket to flip the wallet back up, which
Interesting.
allows you to do the dip and steal the wallet more effectively. We are here with Eric. Hey, buddy.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm really,
Suspects
really great. Do
nothing.
you know what's gonna happen here?
Not exactly, no.
You know you're here to see something
Yes.
like a magic trick, right?
Right, right, right.
Perfect. Okay, so let me ask you, I might borrow a few things from you. Do you have your wallet on you?
Yes.
You do? Okay, do you keep your wallet
Eric, the
like in
clueless
your
intern.
pants pocket or where?
No, it's in my jacket pocket.
It's in your jacket pocket.
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing. Okay, and it's on like this side over here?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Sometimes people carry it on like the outside, but you actually have it right here.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then over here in that pocket, what's that? I saw something down there.
Yes, my phone.
Damn, that was smooth. It's misdirection. That's what it is.
Actually have it right here.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then over here in that pocket, what's that? I saw something
Yes,
down there.
my phone.
Oh, that's your phone. Okay, that makes sense. A lot of people, if you're right-handed.
Yes.
Yes. A lot of people, if they're right-handed, they'll keep it like down here.
Yes,
But over there's
sure,
your wallet.
yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Would you be amazed? Tell me honestly. Would you be amazed, Eric, if I could make your wallet and your phone switch places?
Yeah.
What if I did it standing over here? Would that be amazing?
Of course, yeah.
Switch places?
Yes. Okay.
Yoink.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay, and those are yours?
Yes, those are mine.
You didn't
Cool,
feel me
man.
take those?
I remember seeing a really good like pickpocket guy on stage. They even managed to steal a guy's underwear. That one blew my mind.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, I did see, do you have AirPods in your left pocket?
Yes.
Okay, you can always see the shape.
Is this
AirPods
giving you
are
PTSD?
interesting,
Yeah, I bet.
actually, because even if someone's wearing skinny jeans, you literally just ride them up and they pop out into your hand. In a crowded area, you can bump up against someone and just swipe those out very, very easily, just because of the shape. They naturally move through the pocket very easily.
Is that AirPods in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
You ready?
Yep.
Oh my God, somebody help! Please, please, somebody help! Maybe we can someone over here. Stay with me.
They're stealing everything. Is that 50 cents?
There is so much goodness in that clip. That's a big testament to Paula Robbins and Ava Doe, who are the consultants. Typically, a wire mob is going to all work together to steal one specific thing at a time. Wire mob is a term for pickpocketing team.
Oh. It looked like him. Shut up.
Wire mob is a term for pickpocketing team. Typically, with the wire mob, you have the steer. The steer scouts the mark and
there was
finds
more than 50 cents in the wallet.
they're looking for. Then there's the stick. That person holds the mark in position. They might ask for directions or pretend to spill something on them. Then you have the shade. This person is going to block the eye line of the actual steal from happening. Then the mechanic, the dip, or the wire, that's the person who we think of as the pickpocket. They're actually doing the steal. Then they're gonna toss whatever they
so many
steal
cool
off
words
to
for
the
it.
Duke man. And the Duke man goes south immediately. They're out of there. And that way, if authorities catch anyone in the crew, they don't have any stolen goods on them. So in this case, you have so many people working together. You probably wouldn't see that out in the street, people doing all of these steals at the same time, but you would see a crew working together to accomplish one.
Pickpocketing, though, in the year 2022, I say this as someone who's just lost their phone, of course, but even then, if you steal someone's wallet, most of the time it's going to be full just of cards, right? Most of them useless to you except for the bank card, and the bank card may or may not be useful, depending on how fast you act and how efficient you are. And then phones can be stolen, but also traced and blocked and stuff. I feel like it's probably not as big of a thing. Depends, I guess. I think it's still so popular to steal from tourists. I guess, like, especially in countries where you use cash a lot and a lot of people are tourists and they just take out cash, it still really pays off.
Steal at a time. And I love
how did your tracing go? Yeah, I know. But I told the cops the email of my phone. So I don't know exactly what that does, but they can't like sell it to anyone. I think even if they take that to, doesn't that like even get flagged if they just put a SIM card in it or not? The IMEI, IMEI.
The only one that I would question is the Rolex steal at the end. It is possible to steal a Rolex. I have taken many. However, doing it in that context is a little difficult. A Rolex band has to be expanded.
Just casually pulls out a Rolex.
Then once it's opened, it's pulled over the person's wrist like this. You see Margot Robbie pull it off of his arm. Watches that detach and then can just be taken off like this are easier to steal. I'm wondering, out of curiosity, I think you're wearing a watch, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Would you hold out your hand? So, of course you're a righty, that makes sense. So Eric, I'm going to give you $50 just to hold on to.
Okay.
You hold out your hand a little bit? Yeah, just hold it like this.
Okay.
I'm gonna just crumple that up. What I would love you to do, hold on to that money, but hold on very tightly, okay? So you can actually feel it in your hand.
I feel it.
Yeah, you don't have to squeeze it so that it hurts, but actually hold on to it. And then hold out your other hand like this.
Okay. There he goes.
What I'm gonna have you do next is imagine that the bill is not here, but over here in this hand. You know that can't happen. And while you're paying attention to the bill that was in your hand, little gift for you.
Oh my God. Okay.
That would be. Oh, and I also grabbed your sunglasses. No. You might want to take these back.
Oh my God.
Bruh.
Okay, thank you.
Uncharted.
Okay, as a Ziri. Oh, this movie. Haven't seen this yet. Oh, that was easy.
You know what? It's for the best. I've been trying to quit.
A pickpocket working solo is often referred to as a cannon. When you have a cannon with that little amount of shade and it's that quick, I don't know. It's a little too much. I think the idea there is good, but I think that would be realistically a nearly impossible steal to do in public. He would have had to
It's a bad film? I haven't seen it yet.
Study that particular bracelet. I mean, he does block the eye line with the lighter, which I think is smart. I think they knew what they were doing, but she would have seen that happen, and it happens way too fast. If he really wanted to steal that bracelet, if he was working with a team, someone pretended to spill something wailing on her. There's a little bit of pandemonium. Someone's like, oh my God, starts patting her with napkins. Someone moves her out of the way because someone's like moving through. If there was a lot more action and a lot more attention splitting where she's going from one place to another, I would believe that that steal would be possible. Modern Family.
Uh-oh, here comes the great snooze, Deanie.
Keep your eye on the cup with the potato.
Okay. Yeah, you missed SpongeBob.
It's under that one, right?
Is the potato here? Is the potato here? Oh, this trick's a real lemon.
I mean,
nice.
That's just so much fun. That's fantastic. Look, the moment of sleight of hand happens off camera. They use a camera cut. Who cares? They're duplicating kind of a combination of two things. One is the cups and balls, which is one of the oldest magic tricks that we know of. And also the 3-shell game. Very similar to 3-Card Monty. It's a game that you can't win. It uses 3, oftentimes bottle caps, and a little marble goes underneath one of the bottle caps, and you have to keep track of it. I'll even show you that it stays in the middle. It stays in the middle the entire time. Just remember that the marble stays in the middle the entire time. Do you think it's under 1? Do you think it's under 2? Or do you think it's under 3? And most people would guess number 3.
Oh!
Once again, not a game you should play for money.
I was about to say, like, it's obviously under the...
According to Sam Sharp
How?
in Neo Magic, which was
You
published
cut me out
in
with that one.
1931, there's 5 different types of effects. There's a vanish. A vanish, something disappears. There's a production. The production, something appears. A transposition, 2 things change places. A transformation, 1 thing turns into another one.
Wowie.
And then natural laws defied, and this can be a levitation, something
He's a
floats,
wizard,
a penetration,
Ari.
1 solid object passes through another. What's great about the cups and balls is it covers every single one of those effects. So there's a lot of bang for the buck.
Okay, next.
The Prestige.
Maybe one day I'll
Oh, this is a good movie.
open my hand, get your attention, ask, are you watching closely? Maybe a magic word or 2. And then I'll be gone.
Oops.
How do you get so famous then, eh? Magic.
Magic.
It's a great use of a red herring. It's a great way of taking the person's expectations and using them against them as a weapon. An interesting point, Christian Bale's character is using sloppiness to cover his skill. In other words, if I show you a card, the Ace of Spades, and I cut it back into the deck, I might not show off in this way. Anytime I see a magician showing off doing really fancy cuts, I feel like they're revealing the fact that they are skilled as sleight of hand performers. If you shuffle the cards how they would be shuffled in an actual environment, like if you were in a casino, people would shuffle them on the table. If you handle the cards in the way that are right for the situation, then when that card is controlled, it makes a little bit more sense. Also, the sloppiness, there's a great idea where the cards can be shuffled on the table like this, mixed around like that.
He did not shuffle that.
The performer appears to not have any skills with the cards. Shuffling like this makes the handling look a little more professional. When you shuffle and you use a more sloppy technique, it helps hide the skill. And that way, when cards are controlled, it seems a little more impossible. But truth be told, I'm not actually focusing on any of those
He's not
aces
shuffling anything.
or this one right here. I've been controlling the entire deck.
Wowie!
Hear that laughter? That's why we do what we do. There's a great piece of sleight of hand theory.
It was all
which
just
is known
fake shuffles, all of them. He never actually shuffled anything.
as if you can't change the move, change the moment. Christian Bale knows that he's gonna try to put that ankle cuff on the guard. And that's a difficult thing to do. He's under heat, right? The attention is on him. But he's going to distract by changing the moment. Like a pickpocketing move, he's moving the guard's attention to something else.
Next.
Now you see me too.
Oh no, is this the scene with the, yeah. This scene is so fucking over the top. This is a fun movie though.
I do like how they're using real methods for concealing cards. You can keep the card in palm and move it around and show both of your hands empty. There's certainly a lot of jumping the shark here, I think, but there's also some realism. You can certainly hide cards around your hands. You can throw them. People who get really good at card throwing can scale them very, very far and very hard. Alexander Herman, Howard Thurston, those are two great historical magicians. Both used card throwing on stage as stunts. Also, the late, great Ricky Jay wrote a great book called Cards as Weapons. and he was famous for throwing cards on stage and doing amazing stunts with them. There are different grips used when throwing cards. The Herman grip, which is holding the card at one of the corners like this with the thumb on top. Then the wrist is snapped and the card flies off.
Yeah, that's how I throw.
Using the index finger as a pivot point. I prefer the Thurston grip, where the card is clipped like this. Ricky Jay had his own grip, but when you're throwing cards, you hold on, you snap the wrist. And I just made our cameraman duck. Sorry to scare you.
Harry Potter
right?
wrote a book about the magic.
Okay. Mission Impossible.
Wait, they didn't even show the whole Now You See Me scene. We should watch it after.
Oh, you mean this?
That's not the least.
Oh, what's the matter? You've never seen this trick?
Wowie.
It's possible that CG was used. It looked that great. I mean, Tom Cruise is so committed to his roles that it's possible that he did it for real. I think, though, this is a combination of sleight of hand and also a gaffus. A gaffus, or a gimmick, is some sort of trick apparatus that contributes to the effect. One thing I love is that Tom Cruise closes a door when he flicks the CD and we hear the sound. Closing doors, this is a magic and sleight of hand term. It means canceling out possible methods in the audience's mind. In other words, if I have 3 coins and I want to make these coins disappear, the first thing I might do is show you that they are solid silver coins by showing you both sides. Next, I would probably explain that my sleeves are rolled up. I want to point that out so you actually see that my sleeves are rolled up. I'm going to keep all of the coins in view, in frame, and I'm going to move slowly.
There's something very sus going on here.
All of those things in mind, if you watch the 3 coins, your brain actually starts to trick itself into thinking that what you're watching,
what the fuck,
is real magic. Because if enough doors are closed, that is the only answer, which is why I show you the front and back of my hands. Watch that second coin right here. That one is gone. And while
no shot, man. I saw it in his hand.
Show you the front and back of my hands. Watch that second coin right here. That one is gone. And while you're busy thinking about that second coin, the third one has already left. And that's how you close.
He's holding it right there in the end. I saw. It's here.
Has already left. And that's how you close doors. The best type of magic
I think they fold into one. I think maybe those 3 coins can like fit into each other and become just one. Maybe
combinations of methods layered on top of each other.
So he only has to hide one.
More difficult to deconstruct a trick and figure it out. Action replication with method alteration is also another one. I might take a coin, show it to you, make that coin disappear like this. I might repeat that action over and over and over again. I know that I'm going to do a sleight of hand move, but by putting the coin from one hand to another, I'm conditioning you to believe that the coin is where I want you to think it is. And I do that by replicating the same action, but varying what I'm doing. Jackass forever.
Today, I'm going to wow you with my supreme skills.
I haven't seen this movie yet. Was it any good?
Of prestidigitation.
Milk.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
I know for a fact that there's a magic consultant who worked on that film, and that's because I am that magic consultant.
Yeah. Oh.
Every now and then I get a call from Knoxville saying, hey, I want to pull flowers out of my pants or something like that. And then I help them out. I designed that hat for them. This is not sleight of hand. This is a use of a prop. It's apparatus. I literally designed the hat so it would do the work for him. Not all of the milk stayed in the hat. Look, there's only so much I could do. When that bull hit him, it was a lot of force. But it was a fun magic trick to include, and anytime he calls me, I'm happy to help work on the weirdest project imaginable. Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Hey, you try and entertain a 10-year-old when you can't leave the house. You know the lengths that I've gone to? Close-up magic. I learned that.
Vanishing a card, and then bringing it back.
Meh.
This is a classic piece of sleight of hand.
We already saw this in the start.
Books on sleight of hand. I don't use it because a lot of people already know how it's done, but there are great card manipulators who take this and use completely different methods to achieve the same effect, but by showing their hands completely empty the entire time. And it adds those layers of deception and makes it
Chad, you want a
really
cookie?
Amazing.
How'd you do it, Scott? Do what? The card trick. Seriously?
I think that most people who would learn this would be able to do it with just a few months practice, probably.
Can you knock?
3 years later, Randall Park's character learns this, he performs it.
James E. Woo, FBI.
But
wait, that's a really funny detail. I hecking love Marvel now.
I think they both did a relatively good job. Cruella.
Stealing stuff.
Ugly sorry. Do you know if Piccadilly is
Really?
Cruella.
Really?
Yeah, but we can watch this movie.
Really good.
Wait, wasn't this movie dog shit, actually?
What's that expression from the movie Jerry Maguire? You had me at Chihuahua with an eye patch. It's a fun scene.
Wait, no. It got high. It's 7.3 on IMDb.
The pickpocketing, he probably wouldn't actually make eye contact as he was stealing because he wouldn't want to be identified later. He's acting as the entire team himself.
Kissing the
wallet
dog.
steal on the outer jacket pocket, I do buy that. I think Emma Stone did nail that, but it's just a fun scene overall. I mean, come on, that dog, who doesn't want that dog?
Elsa. I haven't seen the latest Game of Thrones yet.
Buddy, don't eat those.
Oh. Look, the sleight of hand here, you could barely call it sleight of hand, it's pretty simple. But he did learn it and execute it well. I mean, there was technically a vanish and a reproduction. Will Ferrell nailed it, it's very funny.
It's good?
I was just asked by our director, Fumi, to
So, Game of Thrones actually a redemption arc incoming? Surely it's not going to crash and burn by the end of the season, right?
Spoil this and tell everyone how it works. He pretended to take one, and then he did it, and then he showed his hand empty. And then he had one in his hand, and he pretended to take it out of his ear. We good?
I sort of learned
Never tell
I learned
the
to move like
secret.
that I've done on my nieces. It used to amaze them at least, which was also just a fake grab. Look at the water drop. And then it's sort of, but I'm kind of bad at it now. Like that. And then it's gone. It was all blurry. I don't know how well you guys saw it. You like go in for the grab like that. You got to do the misdirection, right? You got to put all the focus on this hand. The great NymnN fell off. Don't look at my arm. That's not part of the magic trick. You're a wizard, Ari.